Plaintiff Vita Kyrella says the defendant came to her house one night looking for her daughter's friend, Laura, who's with Vita in court today. Laura claims when she refused to come out of her home to see the defendant, he drove to Vita's house looking for her. And as he was leaving, he hit Vita's mailbox, so she's suing. Defendant David Bareilles says on the night of the incident, he did not drive over to Vita's house to look for Laura. He was simply driving around. David admits that he bumped into Vita's mailbox, but he suspects a majority of the damage was caused by a snowplow.
Tell me what happened.
Your Honor, I'm here today with my daughter and her friend Laura. Laura and David had some drama one night, and in the midst of all that, my mailbox is ruined. I'll let the girls go from there.
State your name.
Hi, I'm Christina Kyrellis. The night that this happened, Laura called me and saying that David was coming to my house, and I knew David and Laura were dating over the summer.
That's not true, Your Honor.
All right.
And she was warning me that he was coming to my house, and
For what?
she didn't know.
Come on. State your name for the
I am Laura Sinclair. Sorry. I had gotten a call from David one night saying that he was outside my house. We had not talked for months before this. He started calling me, showed up at my house a couple of times. This particular time, he had threatened to rev his engine, cause a scene. So I would, come out and talk to him. I did not want to come out. I said I was not going to. I was not home. He said he was going to drive over to my friend Christina's house. I didn't think he was going to go. I didn't think he remembered how to get there. But he was there because he read the license plate number on the car that was on our driveway. He said he saw a light turn on in the house. I hung up. I called my friend Christy to warn her, saying, he's at your house. When I called back, he was upset because his bumper was all messed up because he ran into something, but he would not tell me what he ran into.
It's the property damage you're talking about, I assume.
Defendant David Bareilles is accused of driving to the plaintiff's house, looking for her witness, and damaging the plaintiff's mailbox.
What did happen when he came to your home, if he did?
Well, then the next morning, my mom came to me saying, there's someone hit our mailbox. Do you know anything about it? And I said, I remember Laura calling me, warning me that David came to my house.
Your Honor, that's not true. There's no way that she could have called.
I'll let you defend yourself shortly.
That he came to my house, and I called him that night, and he said, I didn't know I hit it. I'm sorry. And I asked him to come over to my house and to speak with my mom.
At that point, I had him come into our kitchen, and I told him, let's work out something. I said it's going to be costly. It's a brick mailbox. He also wanted me to have his dad's cell phone number. So I had talked to his father about this incident. And at that time, he said, you know what? I think I have a friend in the business. We could do it for a lot less. Give me a week, and I'll get back to you. And then that week, he still didn't call me. I called him, and he said, you know what? I don't think my son hit your mailbox. I think it was the snowplow. And I said, sir, I'm not going to play any games. There isn't any snow out there. Your son came.
What month and year was?
This was February 17th.
There wasn't any snow?
There was no snow. And I said, your son came to my house. I have witnesses. They were present at the time that he came to my kitchen and admitted fault.
Let me hear from you.
First off, Your Honor, I'd like to start by saying we were not dating at the time. I wasn't dating anybody who was affiliated with them. I wasn't dating anybody. And I feel like the only reason that I'm being sued right now is because I'm 19 years old and I'm a pretty easy target to go after. But
why are you an easy target?
Because I'm young and she can just kind of pressure me into stuff. No,
I don't know. Explain what you mean. Because you're 19, that's why she chose you? Well, there are a lot of 19-year-olds.
Right, but it's easier to go after.
Why does she choose you as the 19-year-old?
It's easier to go after somebody who's younger because they're.
I know. There's a lot of 19-year-olds. Why did she choose you?
Well, because I did hit the mailbox. But
well then that's why she chose you.
Right. Well,
Not because you're 19. She chose you because you caused damage to their property.
Well, it was on the night of the incident. I just drove around aimlessly, and the entire time that I was driving, I was talking to Laura. So there's no way that she could have been calling her to tell her that I'm going. I was talking to her, and I said, I wonder if I could find the plaintiff's house. I don't know their name.
Why?
Just to see if I can find it. I mean,
See if you can find it to do what?
just because I was bored. I had nothing to do.
What were you intending to do when you found it?
That's it. I just wanted to challenge myself.
Challenge yourself.
Yeah, because-
What time was it?
It was probably around 11, I think.
11 p.m. You wanted to ride around to challenge yourself. Whose other house did you want to challenge yourself to remember?
I don't know.
Okay. And once you found it, you what?
Well, I pulled into the driveway and like I found it, so I basically did what I set out to do. I found it, so I just decided to leave. And as I
Why did you pull into the driveway?
Because I just to turn around.
Okay.
And as I was backing up, I couldn't really see anything, and I was going really slow. Had my foot on the brake and everything, checking all my mirrors, and then there was a crack, which is my bumper. It was a fiberglass bumper, and so the bumper was all messed up. But that was it. It was that, and then the tail light lens cracked. And there's no way that I could have done damage to her brick mailbox with a
How much damage do you think you did?
None. I don't think I did.
You hit it
anything.
and there was no damage?
Well, I was going really slow, just enough to crack my bumper.
All right. Did you come out and look?
No. I checked the rear view mirror, I looked back, and it didn't look like anything was done to it.
But you never got out to look?
No.
So you don't know whether there was or not?
The mailbox it weighs about it'd probably weigh about 800 pounds, and I have a really small car, and so I'd have to be going quick to move it that much. It moved.
You don't believe you were, but you could have been.
Defendant David Bareilles is accused of driving to the plaintiff's house, looking for her witness, and damaging the plaintiff's mailbox.
Let me tell you how this goes. You have admitted to hitting the mailbox. There is damage to the mailbox. There is testimony that says you were going over there to cause a ruckus, even though you say you just wanted to see if you could find it. If you were testing your memory. So there's a presumption that you caused the damage. So you have to overcome that presumption. Now, have you heard of this story about the snowplow?
I believe my dad was talking to her.
Okay, come on up. State your name.
Dan Bareilles. His son had called me, or actually he told me that he hit something.
He told me too.
Okay. I spoke with the plaintiff, and at that point, I said, okay, where's the police report? She's like, I'll email it to you. Okay, so fine, email it to me. 30 minutes later, I got a phone call from a police officer saying, you know what, filing out a police report. Well, she lied to me. She didn't file a police report. She was trying to take advantage of my son.
Take advantage of him how?
By trying to take his money a lot easier than
Because he's 19.
Or anyone.
You got the same story as him, huh? He's a target because he's 19. Do you have a picture, by the way?
Yes, I do.
Let me see it.
I have 4 pictures.
Go ahead.
The slab of the foundation is concrete. Now, if you notice the bottom of that brick area, it slid off the base.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something knocked it off the base.
It's off
and I
the
see
foundation.
broken bricks as well.
I see a couple bricks in the rear.
So
yes.
what is your point?
My point is, she may have not noticed that it did happen prior to
So
this
you're just
incident.
making up something. He has admitted to hitting it. What evidence do you have that a snowplow hit it?
I don't have that evidence.
Thank you. Sit down then. You're making up something. Go ahead, ma'am. Let me have your receipt. And
And the police report.
the fact is, he admits to hitting it. The fact is, the defense that his father provides is that there may, possibly, would have been or could have been the snowplow. It's just woulda, coulda, shoulda, been. That doesn't work in court. Therefore, I'm going to go with the presumption that you caused the damage. Therefore, judgment for the plaintiff, $1,059. Have a good day.
Thank you.
It also said in the police report that I was dating the plaintiff's daughter. I don't know what's going on with that.
I think they had a thing over the summer. They definitely hung out a lot of times, so I assumed they were dating. I didn't know what was going on.
He didn't want to put any labels on it, is what he kept telling me. But we, in my eyes, were dating.
We weren't dating.